Alright, so this is going to be a map tour on my American Farmlands map. If you guys aren't familiar with this map, it's a completely blank map except for like a dealership and the animal livestock auction over there. So it's completely blank. There's only those two things, absolutely nothing else, and you have to make the rest of your map. So there's like no fields. There is one little like tiny one, but other than that, there's absolutely nothing on the map. So you have to make the whole entire map yourself, make all the fields, and I'm gonna just show you guys what I did. So over here, first things first, I have the fire and police station. I would have put the police on the other side, but it's at the edge of the map. It won't let me get over there with the landscaping tool, so I had to put it on the one, but that's all right. So if we come in here, I'll just show you what I have in there real quick. We just have a 1982, 1982 sheriff truck. And this is just for role play when I'm playing multiplayer with my dad. And then same thing with the fire truck. And then we come over here. My next item is a wrecker shop. This is also just for like role play purposes, but also they are very useful, like if you flip something over. So, but I've got a Volvo and a Mack on the other side, and I also added this front bumper to the front of the truck just to make it look more beefy, and more like a wrecker. Just kind of give it that beefy bumper feel. And I went with an orange and white combo on the whole entire truck, and that's our wrecker. And then now we're gonna come over to our service truck. So this is a Mack with a front Aussie bumper, and looks pretty good. Same color combo. We'll move on from that, and we'll move on to our next thing after I show you this building. So the next thing that's on the list to show y'all is I made a truck dealership. So I'll go over in the sky view to see this better. I'm calling it Diesel Customs. So it's kind of like a, if you guys watch Grant, you know, RCC, Rolling Coal Customs, I kind of made my own version of it. And you just buy trucks, build them out, and they're for sale on the map. And then just got some ramps up there to kind of display the trucks with rocks around them. There's like a few things on the map that is like something I did everywhere. I have like aqueducting or like waterways around all the fields and all the dealerships, because I have 4 dealerships, 3 tractor dealerships and this one truck dealership. I have those ramps displaying the vehicles that are for sale with the rocks around them. Just kind of my own thing I've always done on my maps. Now, parking spots back here, I kind of just did a trailer for decoration, kind of like the dealership has parts in there for working on the trucks, and then I have a truck on display on that rock design. That's another thing. I do that around my flags or any dealership signs. So I'll move on to the co-op. You can buy seeds, solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, lime. You can also sell grains and different products here. Fully custom. I have the security house going in, and you go on the weigh station, because that's how it is in real life. You go on the weigh station, you get weighed, and then you get weighed after you're completely empty, and that's how much it is, because they do the math on how much was in your truck, because they have to subtract the actual weight from the truck. So just kind of did that for role play purposes and just for realism. And then here we come to probably my favorite part on the map, the John Deere dealership. And I've got stuff on display, John Deere signs, same ramp design with the rocks around it. Just looks really cool in my opinion. That's pretty much all our new equipment. And then like in the middle where you see that cotton harvester, all this stuff is used, except for the 7R right there, yeah. But let me know what you guys think of the design of the map when we're at the end of this. You guys hopefully will like it. John Deere on the side just for looks, ramp for unloading trucks. And that shed right there is just for like 2 semis to be parked in for the dealership to like go and get their inventory. And then I've got the actual shop over here. This is the showroom. Like I was saying. I've got a service truck. I have one of these on every single different dealer because I have 3 dealers on the map. A Case dealer, Kubota dealer, and of course John Deere. So this is the showroom. Just have some gators, mowers, and I do have a Model A in there just kind of like for display. Not for sale, it's just actually just kind of for the dealer. And then I just got this as my workshop, so I've got equipment in there getting worked on. And then all these trees I've added, because like I said, there's absolutely nothing on the map. All these fences, all these power lines is all done by me. And on to our next thing, we have a gas station with a workshop. The workshop's just kind of acting like it's a AutoZone or something like that. That's just by the gas station. It's mainly just for cars and trucks. And then here's a Kubota dealership. Same design on the rocks, just got some tractors. Same design for the sign, rocks around it, put on top of it. And then I've got some of our implements over here like baling, mowing, spraying, all that kind of good stuff. And then that's our workshop over there. And then I have the Kubota service vehicle as well. And if you guys are looking for any of these mods, let me know. And if I know the name of it, I'll let you know. But a lot of these, kind of hard to think of. But Case International Dealer, I did that kind of for looks. It's an old Case tractor. And then you come up here, I have Case logo I built right there with those letters right on top of the awning. Case service truck. And I'll get out of the landscaping tool and actually skip over to the equipment in there. Here's some of the equipment that's for sale. Got a Steiger, some combines, a couple quad tracks, one's a row track, and then some magnums and a sprayer. It's really about it that I got in there right now. Like I said, power lines with lights up to it. And that's it for the town, which is a lot of work that I've added. And then first field entrance, we just have a road right up to it. Same with these. Like I said, I have these waterways pretty much around all the fields where I can do them, because there was one side of the map that was just too much hilly like terrain and it won't let me do it. But I have bridges going across the water where there is water, just for kind of looks, and kind of covers the gaps of where the water gets overlapped. Another field, like I said, all these trees are pretty much mine except this row, I think, because that goes along the train tracks. And then I've got these roads across the railroad tracks just to get to the fields where there's gaps between the trees. And then I have all my, like, the fields that have fencing on them, which is about half the map. I have those gate entrances there to look cool. Here's our first farm. We've got a nice little log cabin with sheds and silos, different stuff like that. And this one is our cattle farm. I've got cattle right over here, some hay for looks, and fencing all around it, and then it's just fields. So after this, we're going to move on to the second farm. There's 3 total farms, 3 total dealerships for tractors, and then the truck dealership. So there's 4 dealerships, 3 of them are which are tractors. Alright, here's another field entrance. Like I said, I have these waterways across the whole thing. Trees, roads, different access points. We'll show the second farm before we go back and show you the rest of what that field looks like. I went for a dark green on this farm, and have our name of the farm right there, rocks around the flag, and same log cabin that the other one has, little cell tower next to it, and then I have an awning for bigger implements. And then, like I said, I have trees and fences around all of it. Aqueducting and bridges go across all these, so if you need to jump to the other field at any point, you're able to without having to go all the way around. So I have all these in, like, every, like, so, I don't know, decent amount of ways. They're not too close to each other, but they're still in good reach. Now I'll finish showing this area of the aqueducting. Like I said, I have trees, roads around, and I did have guard railing. I don't think you guys are going to see that because it was on the other side, like, of that turn. And like I said, I have culverts, like where the aqueducting ends, or waterways, whatever you want to call them. Road continues, and then the waterway completely goes to, like, a left, like this, and then I just have a bridge right over it. Just looks cool. Field entrance here. I might need to add, like, something else if you're coming from that side, but I'll see. And then field entrance here coming from the final farm. And then, like I said, all these trees are mine. It's a completely blank map when you guys come on here. It's all grass. So all this work that you see is done by me. So all these buildings, I went with a maroon color on here. Big silos, trees, and my main entrance to the farm, because that was the back way, kind of for bigger equipment, I guess you can say, and kind of access to the field. So it's kind of like a easement. And this is our main driveway. I guess it could be used for pickup trucks and semis. You don't want to be taking too much big equipment in here. I just went with, like, a long, windy road for character. Have a nice gate up here, and then fencing around everywhere else. And like I said, I have power lines through the whole map. Here's another one of those gated field entrances. It is wide enough. I've gotten, like, an air drill in there, so no worry about that. And then, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the map. It took a lot of work doing this, so hope you enjoy. But I'll give one little overview of the map in sky view. Like I said, those were the only stuff that was in town. I added the rest of this stuff. It took a lot of work, and finally got it done. I was kind of milking the project because this map has been out for a while, and I started day 1 of it coming out, And it's been out for a while, but I've only gotten 30 hours of playtime on this map because I was just kind of taking my time building piece by piece, and I finally got all the fields done.